Alright, good morning, guys. Oh, I got my. Let's see here, get my. There we go. Alright. So, it's a little bit quiet pre-market. Let's see, Vibe's popping already. Ah, man, I missed Vibe. This damn storm. I was watching Vibe in pre-market. It's already ripping. It's actually got a lot of room to run. So where's that pre-market high? Pre-market high is at 114. If it come back down to that 115 area, I may look for a bounce play, but it's got a lot of room to run. Looks like it's getting halted right now too. Yeah, Vibe just got halted. Let's see, GEVO, I have 30 shares of. I had a little bit of funds left. I didn't realize yesterday. I saw this in this triangle close to close, and I got in it with that 30 shares. A little swing trade. And it's popping up a little bit. I'm going to give it a little bit, see if it climbs some more or not. Hopefully this storm doesn't knock my power out again. CONET selling off. It looks terrible. Capper selling off. Nothing on TBLT. SGLB breaking the downtrend here. Let's see, we're trying to break the downtrend. Looks like the downtrend's right at like 5 something. That's the second time Vibe got halted. This is a nice big U shape. I want to see it come back down to this pre-market high after this halt. Then I may look for an entry. If it can test that pre-market high and then hold. There's not too much else going on. LCDX, it's moving up, but barely any volume on that. GEVO coming down a little bit. Just gonna hold these little shares of GEVO as long as it holds up this trend line it's on. Let's see. That's selling off pretty hard. Yeah, $5. This area it's testing right now, this downtrend, is a tough area. Though this says pretty good PR. They awarded a contract by Mitsubishi. So if it can start breaking through 5, start breaking this downtrend, it could be something here. I'm gonna go here. Let's see if it starts breaking 5 and breaking this downtrend. It's right at the downtrend. Could easily just sell off right here, so kind of getting in early before the confirmation, but this is a very low float stock. See the 9's all the way back down at 460. See, 5 is unhalted. I don't like the way it's curling over. If it's going to rip over 5, it needs to do it right on. It needs to do it on this candle. $473. You see, it's really struggling with this $5 area. We really wanted to hold up 480. 480 starting to crack a little. Ooh, pulling back here. Let's see if this 9 holds up. If this 9 doesn't hold up, then I gotta get out of this. Just curling right off the top of that downtrend. So we got a minute and a half on this candle. Looks like 450 is trying to hold. this is really cracking now, so I don't think this is gonna get it. Ugh. Ooh, yeah, here's really dropping. This is the problem. This float is so low. I don't want to hold this much longer. Really should have already got out. God, this needs to stop pulling back. See, five's back down at that 112. And we're coming to the tip of this triangle. It's either gonna dump out of this triangle or it's gonna pop up out of this triangle and start ripping. At this point, I don't know which one it's gonna be. I mean, it is good. It is very good PR, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Like, a stock could easily just dump out. I've seen it happen before. Plenty of stocks having the best PR in the world, and then they just sell off after the initial rip. They kind of dumped on me so quick. That $4 area is support, so I'm just trying to give it a chance to see if it's going to break out of this triangle to the upside or not. I'm starting to curl on the 1 minute right here. I don't like the look of that. Needs to get over this 440 right now. It's struggling at 440. And if this $4 doesn't hold, the only other support is 250. So If it starts dumping out, it'll probably dump pretty hard. What's up, DB? What's up, One Life? This is why you wait for confirmation. This is getting real sketchy. And I could have avoided being in this position by just waiting for some confirmation, and I didn't wait. And that 9, yeah, the 9 is pointed down too. This has got to come up here like real sooner. This is going to dump. It needs to get back up in the 450 area. See where the bottom's at. 410. Yeah, if it drops below 410, it's probably going to dump. Mm, 410's trying to hold up, but it looks like it might crack here. This is real sketchy. Oh, 410 may be cracking. Oh, trying to hold up. I'm gonna put a stop loss right below that 410 because if it drops below that, it's gonna dump. So that way I'll be at least out of it. If it can hold up 410 and keep slowly inching its way back up. Let's see, how's 5 look? 5 bouncing off the 9. Starting to make a bit of a U shape there on the 1 minute if it can break 430. You see, there's just a lot of selling pressure on this stock. Testing 410. Yep, now it's dumping. It's gonna dump. Yep, there it comes. So that's a pretty rough loss there, but it was an unnecessary loss. Should have waited for that confirmation. It's this downtrend on 5 here. I don't have a lot of funds left. How's GVO doing? GVO's testing its trend line right now. Let's see, let's delete that. Oops, what did I just do? There we go. I don't want 2 trend lines. There might be a play coming here on Vive. Bit of a triangle if it can break over 125. I'm not holding that any longer than that. Look at that. It's already down to 360. There is no other support if it drops, if it cracks that $4. It'll drop all the way down to 250. Like, I already bag held it long enough. I should have sold it as soon as it cracked the 9 EMA, but so I'm saying, sometimes even the best PR, it doesn't matter. Like, PR is only part of the story. You know, eventually maybe it could start coming back up again, but I'm not willing to risk any more than I've already lost on this. Is anything else going on? Let's see. IBIO. IBIO is making a little flag right now. No PR there. Recent achievements. There's not very much volume on that stock though. No, these indicators, let me find, there you go, okay. So the green is the 9, and the blue is the 50. The yellow is the 100-day, and the red is the 200-day, and that's all EMAs, exponential moving averages, not SMAs, just EMAs. I basically just use them as support and resistance areas, because you can usually see pretty clearly. And like the longer the days, the stronger the support or resistance. So the 200-day moving average, the red one's always going to be strong support, strong resistance. And then the less days you go, the less support and resistance it actually is. Is the SPY dropping today at all? Yeah, the SPY's dropping today. I'm guessing, even though we have this phase one trade deal talk again, I'm guessing that the Fed's talking about increasing inflation has probably got a lot of investors a little nervous at the moment. DB, I will argue with you about the EMAs all day. Like, to me, if I have lines that will give me some idea of some support and resistance, so I don't have to look back at the chart and mark every single price level of support and resistance, that's smarter than not having the EMAs on there. You're saying use your brain because you don't like indicators. Well, I'm not using the indicators to make trades. I'm just using the indicators for support and resistance because it's a lot easier than having to mark out every single line. So why would you do more work? As you can see, like just looking right here at Jivo, you see it got hung up right here at the blue 50-day right there. You know that 115 area is some area of resistance. Now I can look back and say, oh, yeah, these candle tops right here, that's a little crooked line. But without me having to draw this line, I know right here 115 is resistance. It's more efficient. Same thing the 100-day right here. You can see it hit right here on the 100-day, $1.50. Okay, now let's look back on the chart. $1.50 right here with some support. So that old support turns into new resistance. Look at that. I didn't even have to look back. I had the indicator there to show me that. So it's a more efficient way than to just mark out, just trying to look at every single support and resistance line. It's not upsetting. I'm not using the indicators for anything but support and resistance. Indicators, a lot of traders use them for trades, but I'm not actually using them for that. Just using them for simple support and resistance, so I don't have to do any extra work. God, look at this. SGLB just cracking hard. That's why I had to get out. Because I could be losing a lot more than I already lost on it. The vibe is in this real tight triangle. I don't have very much funds left. I could try to go for a little bit. I think it's going to start breaking this downtrend here soon. So I may go this little bit of shares. See if I can make back a little bit of my loss. See, 2 minutes, 20 seconds. I'm going. Let's see if we can break over at 125. No, price target would probably be 150 on this. We'll see. Ooh, there's a lot of sellers at 123. We'll see. Yeah, you only lose money when you sell for a loss, but man, if I held that for any longer, it'd be pretty rough. So we are getting hung up still at the downtrend. It looked like it was going to break. Maybe a fake out breakout day today. I may have been gotten twice. we'll see here. There's some support trying to hold up. There we go. Tearing through that sell. That's still sellers at 123. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, well, now we want to start building that support at 125 while this tries to test this 130, because we do have this resistance right across the tops of these candles. Like Daniel B said so elegantly, the people who, you know, try to get in here or whatever, they're covering their losses. But I think we're good. I think it's going to break through 130, no problem. Yeah, there it goes. Breaking through right now. No, we're still getting hung up. I thought it was going to break all the way through, but it tried. It's all right. We'll give it a shot here. See what we got. This candle just opened, so this is a new candle on the 5. So we need a strong break of that 130. You see 130's acting as resistance again, although they did get taken out again twice in a row. And we're back below 130. Triangles are for Mason. Yeah, you can see there on the level 2, 125 is trying to build a support. And it did crack it for a second, but buyers came right back in. We just need a nice strong break over this 130. We're going to break through again. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. And see, this is almost the inverse of SGLB. Even though it's consolidating, the 9 is still pointing up. Even through here, the 9 was still pointing in an upward direction. And on SGLB, as soon as the 9 started pointing downwards, that's kind of when I knew it was going to crack pretty hard. Because the buying pressure is not there. The selling pressure is pointing down. Still getting hung up at this 130. Just throws darts at his computer monitor. That one. IBIO. Switch over to IBIO real quick while that's finishing off that consolidation candle there. Yeah, IBIO breaking out of this triangle here. But I mean, IBO is such a high float. It's it's a really slow mover. Kind of like Jivo's been. It's kind of looking like it hit this 130 and it's curling over, so I don't know. Vibe may not get it. As long as it can try to hold up and come back up, as long as it don't dip too far down, stays above that. Let's see, where's the tops of those candles? Yeah, pretty much as long as it stays above 119, 120. Should be fine, but it's testing these areas right now. Because what we want to see on the 1 minute is just to curl back around up to that 130 and then get the breakout. And so we need that 120 area to hold as the bottom of that curl. Which you can see it's kind of trying to do right here. But the 9's still pointing up, so that's a good thing. Volume's really light on these last couple of candles. Oh no, it's not that light. That's 1 million on that candle. Almost 1 million on this candle. Yeah, it's lower highs, higher lows. It's in a triangle. That's why, you know, if it breaks over if it gets a good strong break over 130, I think it's going to move pretty good. Here we go, breaking through 130 again. Oh, still getting hung up. We'll see. See, 134 is the top of that candle. Oh, it's still getting hung up at 130. Here we go. Breaking through 135. There we go. Nicely. Nice, nice, nice. Struggling here a little bit with 135, but that's not. too surprising. So we got a minute on this candle. I don't see this candle close over 130, preferably. Yeah, you can see at 130 you should start building support there. Or at least that's what we want to see. You see there's some buyers, some bigger buyers there at 130 now holding it up. As long as they hang in there. There we go, good decent close over 130, although it's going to crack. 130 cracking a little bit. May have a little pullback candle here, as these candles kind of alternated, red, green, red, green, red, green there. So still not getting a nice break out of that 130 area. Trying, but there's still some selling pressure on this, trying to hold it down. See, that candle was 10 million. Yeah, sorry. As long as it slowly keeps climbing up the, kind of riding up the 9 here. See how SPY's doing real quick. SPY just kind of still dying off. So it's still struggling to build support at 130. That may be what new buyers are waiting on, to see if 130 actually starts really holding that support before they come into this. See there, that time on that candle it held above 130. It didn't crack. All the rest of these candles it cracked the support, but that time it held. So this may be getting ready to go. Trying to get, man, a lot of selling pressure at 135. I wonder why there's so much selling pressure there. Something on the chart? I don't know, I can't hardly see anything on this chart. See, now 130 is cracking. So it tried to hold up and it pushed up, but it couldn't break, so it's going to get a little sketchy now. Because it really needed to break there. You see, it's trying to hold up 125. So we're still in this downtrend. See, SGLB starting to come back up. Yeah, SGLB just broke the downtrend. So Vibe is starting to look real sketchy. Now 125 having problems holding up. SPY dropping. So I don't like this. I don't like it curling over like this on Vive. Because now it's got to try to hold up the 9 in that 125 earlier area. And it's going to have to kind of curl back up. So we're in for a little bit more consolidation if this holds up. This was an ugly day today. Yeah, IBO did break out a little bit, but it's pulled back now. This is an ugly day. Is any breakouts anywhere else that's happened? Because this looks like this is about to crack. Let's see what the trend line is. Maybe It's got 30 seconds to close on this candle. It needs to hold up 115. I think this may be done. This may sell off. We may even get a halt on the way down if this cracks too hard here. Decent amount of buyers sitting on 115 though. As long as that holds up. So that's not where that's at. Mm, 115 cracking here. If this drops any lower, I'm just gonna get out because we're getting a nice curl down here. This is what I was saying. If it can hold up, it's gonna have to curl, but it dropped below the 9. 125 didn't hold up either. It's showing a lot of weakness unless it can pop back up here real soon. But I don't know. It looks like it's gonna probably sell off because these upper wicks are showing the selling pressure still in here. Shorters probably have a hold of it. No. No, I'm not close. Kenosha's like an hour away. Yeah, Kenosha's like an hour away from Milwaukee, so yeah, this is about to crack. Yeah, here it comes. Here comes a crack. I'm just gonna get out because it's just dying right now. I was trying to make back a little bit of my loss on SGLB, but it's not going to do it. I'm not going to risk losing even more. I mean, 110 may hold up. Give me just a second, guys. Alright, well, and it's still trying to hold up Vive but I don't know. Seeing the SGLB crash like it did, shit, damn, even Jivo's cracking, man. It done cracked the trend line. I'm going to go ahead and get out of this before I take a loss on it. Because it cracked the trend line as well. Let's see how the SPY is looking. And the SPY's on this downtrend today. Let's see. Apple's in the red. Kind of mixed. Kind of a mixed market. You got some red and green. Look at this, IBIO cracking the 9 now and selling off pretty hard. Did anything at all rip besides the original rip on Vive? It's like that was the only move that I'm seeing. TX. But there's no PR on that. No PR on that either. Well, look at that. LCDX did. It's not even hit 1 million in volume. I mean, this is a nice rip, but very little volume on it. And it's moved $1 so far. It's a nice move there, but other than that, I'm not seeing much else. And LCDX also doesn't have PR. IDRA with no PR and very little volume and ripping. MDLY no PR. So it's just one of them days, I guess. One of them little bit of a off days in the penny stock world. But the lesson is 2 lessons today. And both these lessons are on SGLBX. Gotta wait for that confirmation of the breakout, which same thing on Vive. Vive did break the downtrend, did get a little move up. I mean, there was some room for a little profit from 120 to 135, but a 15-cent move is not that big of a move. And then cut your losses. Gotta cut them. You gotta cut them real short. You know, I gave back a lot of gains on this stock from not cutting my losses. Like 475 should have been as low as I let this go before I got out. It did dump very fast though, but still. In a sketchy market, you got to be very cautious and careful. So what kind of news we have on the SPY? Nothing. Still the same thing. Yeah, you gotta wait for confirmation, and you gotta cut your losses quick. So, but I'm out of funds for the day, so I'm pretty much done. Like I said yesterday, there will not be a stream Friday or Monday, as I am going on vacation for the weekend. And I'm leaving early Friday and coming back early Monday, so there will not be any streams then. So how's Rocket doing today? Rocket Mortgage was making a nice move up. So it got rejected at 30. It was all the way up at 32 in pre-market. Coming back down as well today. Yeah, it was not a very pretty day, Ray. Sorry, it was not an exciting day. We've had a few exciting days in a row, but today was not one of those days. Today was one of those man days. I should have known when the lightning knocked my power out it wasn't going to be a good day. Should have known then. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, suggestions, or ideas, go ahead and get those in. We'll give the stream about 10 more minutes here. See there, Vive cracking off even more. I know, Daniel B. You were saying this morning that it was it was one of those days to wait and probably not take any trades, and you were right this time. You were right. I'm guessing it's the fact that the Feds are going to have this big announcement Thursday where they're going to talk about increasing inflation, which I don't think is a good idea because that decreases the value of the dollar. But I'm sure a lot of money is going to sit on the sidelines until then to see what's going to happen. Let's check some gold stocks. Let's see if gold start getting any attention right now. Let's see. Actually, I got gold stocks down here. Gold NAM selling off. All the gold selling off today. Interesting. Let's check the Bitcoin stocks. Not really doing anything today either. No, those are selling off. Let me look at this one again. Visa. AMD climbing, so tech climbing today. Oops. Yeah, looks like a lot of tech is climbing today. NTC. Yeah, even Intel got a little pop. See, SGLB with a double bottom here. So maybe this might start coming back alive. See all the US pot stocks there. They had a little quick pop, but they're dropping as well. So let's take that off. Alright guys, well, if there's no questions or anything, we will be back tomorrow. Guys, have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there. Until next time.